Welcome. I am so glad you are here. Take a moment and breathe in deeply. You didn't arrive here by accident. Something led you, something nudged you, something stirred your spirit. And I want to honor that. I want to welcome you with warmth, openness, and truth. You are seen here. You are safe here. You are understood here. Before we go any deeper, I want you to write something in the comments to open your spirit to what God is about to reveal. Write this simple phrase if your heart is ready. I receive. Commenting this is not just about engagement, it is an act of faith. It is you saying, God, I trust your timing, your instruction, and your plan for me. Now let us talk about why you were led to this message. There is something significant about tomorrow. Something about Sunday the 27th that holds weight in the spiritual realm. Something is shifting around you. Something is aligning. Something is being prepared. The angels are emphasizing that tomorrow is not an ordinary day. It is a day of uncovering, revealing, and awakening. You may have already felt it. A heaviness. A sense of anticipation. Something you can't explain with words. Maybe your sleep has been different, or your dreams have been vivid, or your emotions have been heightened. These are signs of spiritual preparation. When heaven is speaking, the soul stirs before the mind understands. God says in Jeremiah 33:3, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." This message is one of those moments. A glimpse into what is not yet seen, but is already moving toward you. The angels want you to know that tomorrow holds a divine shift. And it is not happening to harm you or overwhelm you, but to awaken something inside you. You have been walking through a season that has felt slow, uncertain, confusing, and at times unsettling. You have felt like you are in the middle of something you cannot fully explain. But heaven is saying, you are not being shaken to break you. You are being positioned to bless you. You have been waiting. Waiting for clarity. Waiting for direction. Waiting for confirmation. Waiting for something to change. And God has heard every silent prayer, every whispered hope, every tear that fell when no one was looking. Psalm 56:8 says, "You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle." Nothing has gone unnoticed. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been in vain. Tomorrow is a day where something becomes clearer. Something becomes louder. Something becomes undeniable. There are certain days where heaven completes what has been quietly building. And the angels are saying that tomorrow is one of those days. But here's the part that may surprise you. The shift happening tomorrow may not look dramatic on the outside. It may not be a loud announcement, a big event, or something that others can easily see. Instead, it may be internal. A realization, a revelation, a release, a moment where something finally clicks, where something heavy falls away, where something you've held on to loosens its grip. Isaiah 43:19 says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Shall you not perceive it?" Notice how the verse says now it springs forth. Not later, not someday, now. And sometimes now begins quietly. The angels want you to understand that tomorrow is not about fear. It is about awareness. It is about readiness. It is about alignment. Something you have been praying for is closer than you realize. Maybe you have been waiting for reconciliation. Maybe you have been waiting for financial breakthrough. Maybe you have been waiting for clarity in love. Maybe you have been waiting for a sign about a move, a new beginning, a new chapter. Tomorrow is a day where God begins revealing why things had to happen the way they did. You may be wondering why the angels emphasize tomorrow specifically. Why the urgency? Why the spiritual focus? It is because the spiritual realm operates on divine appointments. There are days where heaven says, pay attention, be still, be receptive. Something is unfolding. Matthew 6:33 reminds you, Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. When God prepares to add something to your life, He first prepares your spirit to receive it. You have been going through inner stretching, emotional growth, spiritual maturity, and at times it has felt exhausting, but it has also prepared you. You are not who you used to be. You are becoming stronger, wiser, more spiritually aware, more emotionally grounded, and more aligned with your purpose. You have noticed yourself letting go of certain things, certain people, certain habits, certain expectations, even before you fully understood why. That was preparation. That was cleansing. That was God making room. Tomorrow, something begins to make sense. Not everything at once, but something very important becomes clearer. It may come in conversation. It may come in silence. It may come through a sign, a message, a dream, or a shift in your heart. The angels want you to be open. Not afraid. Not anxious. Not doubtful. Open. Psalm 37:7 says, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him." Tomorrow requires stillness, awareness, and spiritual openness. This shift may bring unexpected encounters, unexpected emotions, unexpected insights, unexpected peace. Yes, peace. Because something you have been wrestling with is reaching a turning point. You are stepping into a new level of spiritual discernment. The ability to see beyond appearances. The ability to feel truth. The ability to know without explanation. The ability to trust your intuition. Because your intuition is not random, it is guided. Angels are saying, your discernment is strengthening. Your spiritual hearing is opening. Your clarity is returning. Tomorrow is the beginning of that return. But here is the part many people overlook. When a breakthrough is close, distractions increase. Emotional triggers increase. Doubt increases. Because the closer you get to alignment, the harder the enemy tries to unsettle you. This is why you must remain grounded in faith. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Nothing that is meant for you will be taken from you. Nothing God ordained will require you to beg. Nothing heaven has sealed can be blocked." Tomorrow is a reminder that what is meant for you is already yours, and you will feel it. You may feel lighter. You may feel more certain. You may feel more prepared. You may feel more aware. You may feel more guided, or you may feel the urge to let something go. That too is divine. Release makes room for blessing. As we continue, I want you to remain here fully present, fully open, fully trusting, and I want to ask you gently to support this message by liking the video. Not for algorithm, not for vanity, not for numbers, but as a symbolic act, as your way of saying, I align myself with what God is doing in my life. Take a breath now. Tomorrow is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for. And preparation begins in your spirit. Tell me to continue, and I will go deeper into who is involved in this shift, what the angels are warning you about, what blessing is about to emerge, and how to be spiritually ready. There is something the angels want to make very clear to you now. The shift that is connected to tomorrow has to do with your heart, your relationships, and your alignment with purpose. This is more than just a change in situation. It is a change in identity, a change in how you see yourself, a change in how you allow yourself to be loved, a change in what you will tolerate, what you will accept, and what you will protect. Your heart has been going through a purification. You have been unlearning old attachments. You have been releasing emotional patterns that once felt familiar but were never healthy for you. You have been stepping away from connections that drained your spirit. You have been distancing yourself from environments that could not feed your soul. This has not been easy, But it has been necessary. The angels want you to understand that your spirit has been preparing for love, real love. Not the kind of love you had to chase. Not the kind of love that made you doubt your worth. Not the kind of love that required you to shrink yourself. Not the kind of love that forced you to silence your needs. But love that recognizes you. Love that values you. Love that sees your soul, not just your surface. Psalm 147:3 says, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." You have been healing. And maybe the healing felt invisible. Maybe it didn't feel like progress. Maybe it felt like weakness. But it was transformation. Your heart is being prepared for something sacred. This is why you have been feeling more sensitive. Your spirit is more aware. Your emotions are more present. Your intuition is more active. Because your heart is becoming available again. Available to love. Available to trust. Available to receive. The angels say, someone has been thinking about you far more deeply than you realize. Someone has been feeling the pull of your soul. Someone has been sensing your presence even from a distance. Someone's heart has been waking up, and it has been waking up to you. There is a connection between you and another soul that has not been broken. Even if time has passed, even if distance exists, even if silence has lingered. Spiritual connection does not dissolve simply because circumstances changed. When God ties two souls together, the connection does not break, it transforms. This person has been wrestling with their feelings. They have been unsure how to approach you. They have been unsure how to express themselves. They have been unsure why their heart keeps returning to you, even when logic tells them to move on. Love does not follow logic. It follows spirit. There is something about your presence that has awakened something in this person. A softness, a yearning, a recognition, a clarity. But with that awakening came confusion, because they did not expect to feel this deeply. They did not expect to be affected by you. They did not expect to care this much. Song of Solomon 3-4 says, "I have found the one whom my soul loves." The angels emphasize the word soul because this is not just attraction. This is not just desire. This is not just interest. This is a soul pull. This person has tried to distract themselves. They have tried to focus on other things. They have tried to busy themselves with work, obligations, or routine. But no matter how hard they try, their heart keeps returning to you. They have been feeling you in their quiet moments. They have been thinking about what it would mean to choose you, to commit to you, to love you the way you deserve to be loved. But they are also afraid. Afraid of being misunderstood. Afraid of being vulnerable. Afraid of losing control. Afraid of being seen, because loving you would require them to show their heart. And their heart has been guarded for a long time. The angels say this is where tomorrow matters. Something happens that shifts their perspective. Something softens. Something opens. Something becomes clear. They begin to see that their hesitation has not protected them. It has only delayed their happiness. This person is awakening to the realization that love is not found through logic, or timing, or safety, but through truth. And their truth is you. But there is something important you must understand. Your role is not to chase, convince, or pull this person toward you. Your role is to be aligned, receptive, open, and patient. Your role is to stay grounded in your self-worth. Your role is to stay connected to your spiritual identity. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Guard your heart not through walls, but through discernment. Not through fear, but through wisdom. Because real love does not require you to abandon yourself. Real love rises to meet you. The angels are showing that this person has been doing inner work as well. They have been confronting patterns, emotions, memories, and behaviors that have been blocking them from receiving love fully. They have been healing too, even if they do not speak of it. Healing in silence is still healing. You may feel their energy. You may feel them thinking about you. You may feel their heart reaching for you. And for some of you, you may even feel the spiritual pull tomorrow more intensely. This is because tomorrow marks the beginning of emotional clarity, both for you and for them. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." Even distance has worked for your good. Even silence has worked for your good. Even confusion has worked for your good. Because God used it to strengthen you, refine you, and prepare you. If this person had come earlier, the connection would have been unbalanced. One of you would have poured too much. One of you would have held too little. One of you would have been emotionally ready while the other was still afraid. Timing matters. Tomorrow signals a shift in readiness, a readiness to listen, a readiness to feel, a readiness to express, a readiness to choose. The angels are asking you to stay open to what you feel, not what your fears say, not what your doubts say, but what your spirit knows. Your spirit recognizes truth before your mind evaluates it. John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." You know God's voice. You know when something is divine and when something is not. But understand this: the enemy will also try to distract you. Old situations may resurface. Old temptations may appear. Old wounds may be triggered. This is because the enemy senses that a blessing is close. Do not entertain the distractions. Do not return to what broke you. Do not reopen what God already closed. You are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into love that honors you. And tomorrow is the beginning of that step. Before we continue, I want to softly remind you, like this video if your spirit feels this message. And write this in the comments as your faith declaration. I receive what God has prepared for me. Not because it is a ritual, not because it is expected, but because your words shape your reality. There is something else the angels want to show you about tomorrow. It is not only a day of emotional awakening for someone else, but it is also a day of spiritual realignment for you. It is a day where your heart becomes clearer about what you truly desire, what you are no longer willing to compromise on, and what you are finally ready to receive. For so long, you have been the one who has loved with depth, with sincerity, with honesty. You have been the one who has poured your heart into relationships, into connections, into people who did not always have the capacity to match your love. You have given without always receiving. You have shown up even when others were inconsistent. You have remained loyal even when others were unsure. The angels say, this season is different. In this season, love will be mutual. Love will be balanced. Love will be returned with the same intensity, the same reverence, the same devotion that you have always given. Your spirit has grown. Your self-worth has become grounded in truth. You no longer love out of fear, desperation, or lack. You love from abundance, clarity, and faith. And because of that, the love that comes to you now must match the strength of your spirit. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." This is not based on the calendar you see with your physical eyes. It is based on the calendar of heaven. It happens when hearts are aligned. It happens when lessons have been learned. It happens when healing has taken place. The angels say the time is right. Not because you were waiting, but because both souls are finally ready. This person who is awakening to their feelings for you has been undergoing a silent transformation. They may appear calm on the outside, but on the inside, they have been wrestling. Wrestling with emotions they cannot ignore. Wrestling with memories of you that return without warning. Wrestling with the realization that what they feel is deeper than anything they have felt before. They have tried to rationalize it. They have tried to reason with it. They have tried to distance themselves from it. But when God writes someone into your heart, You cannot erase them. When God implants love, it does not fade. It grows. There were moments where they tried to convince themselves that their life was better without emotional vulnerability. They told themselves that they were safer alone. They told themselves that they needed more time. They told themselves that they were not ready. But love speaks louder than fear, and your connection has been calling them back to truth. Jeremiah 31:3 says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have drawn you with loving kindness. This is God speaking, but it is also a reflection of how God designed love works. Love draws, love awakens, love remembers. Your souls recognize one another. Even if your minds have not yet fully accepted it, the angels show an image of this person thinking of you before they sleep. They think of you when they wake up. You cross their mind in the middle of routine moments. Something triggers a memory. Something reminds them of how you made them feel. Something reminds them of the peace your presence brought them. Something reminds them of the softness in your voice. Something reminds them that they have not found this connection anywhere else. They feel you. They miss you, even if they have not said it. They desire to speak to you even if they have held back. Their heart feels your absence more deeply now. Silence has amplified what they feel, not silenced it. The angels say, do not mistake silence for disinterest. Silence is often the space where fear dissolves and courage rises. This person has been afraid of losing control of their emotions. They have been afraid of being vulnerable. They have been afraid of choosing love and being hurt. But their fear has not stopped their love. It has only slowed the expression of it. Tomorrow marks an emotional release, a moment of clarity, a turning point, a realization. This realization is not dramatic. It is quiet, but powerful. It comes from their spirit. It comes from God nudging them gently, repeatedly, lovingly back toward you. Their heart will begin to accept what it has always known. Love will no longer feel like a threat to them. It will feel like home. The angels say that tomorrow begins a shift in how they see themselves. Because to love you well, they must believe they are worthy of loving and being loved. They are coming into that belief now. You may notice subtle signs. You may feel lighter. You may feel hopeful again. You may sense the connection more strongly. You may feel warmth in your chest out of nowhere. You may feel emotional waves without a clear reason. This is not your imagination. It is your soul responding to movement in the spiritual realm. Sometimes the spirit receives clarity before the mind can interpret it. Romans 15:13 says, May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. The angels say your trust is your preparation. Your faith is your foundation. Your peace is your permission to receive. You are not preparing for uncertainty. You are preparing for something promised. There is another important message. You will not have to beg for clarity. You will not have to pull this person into alignment. You will not have to convince them of your worth. You will not have to question their intentions. God is handling the conversation in their heart, and the conversation sounds like this. Do not run from the one I sent for you. Do not let fear speak louder than love. Do not walk away from destiny because it feels unfamiliar. Do not choose comfort when I am offering you covenant. Your love story is being guided. The angels say, do not interfere. Do not chase, do not force. Simply stay open, receptive, grounded, calm. Your only job is to remain connected to yourself. Remain connected to your intuition. Remain connected to your peace. Love does not rush. Love does not panic. Love does not cling. Love allows. 1 Corinthians 13:7 says, Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Your heart has endured. Your hope has remained. Your soul has continued to believe. And because of that, you are stepping into the love you were always meant to receive. This person is not coming toward you out of guilt, obligation, or loneliness. They are coming because their heart has recognized you as the safest place it has ever known. It will not be forced. It will not be dramatic. It will not be chaotic. It will be clear. You will recognize the moment when it happens. Your spirit will soften. Your chest will feel warm. Your mind will quiet. Your heart will rest, because real love feels like peace, not confusion. Before I continue, pause here and comment this, not just as words, but as agreement with what God is preparing. I believe what God has for me is already mine. Say it with faith. Say it with trust. Say it with certainty. Your heart is beginning to sense something shifting. You may not have words for it yet, but you can feel it inside your spirit. It is that quiet knowing that something is coming. Something real. Something meaningful. Something that has been forming in the unseen world long before you were aware of it. The angels say, there has been movement in the spiritual realm concerning your love story. Things that were stuck are now loosening. Barriers that once felt impossible to overcome are dissolving. Misunderstandings are clearing. Emotional walls are cracking. And the truth is becoming harder and harder for this person to ignore. You see, love does not disappear just because we try to silence it. Love does not fade because someone attempts to distract themselves. Love does not run out simply because fear tries to take the lead. Real love waits. Real love persists. Real love speaks even when words are not spoken. Real love reveals itself over time. This person who has been on your heart has tried to resist what they feel, but the resistance has only made their love grow stronger. The more they tried to detach, the deeper the connection became. The more they tried to distract themselves, the more their spirit pulled them back to you. The more they tried to forget you, the more God reminded them of you. They are realizing now, this is not ordinary. This connection is not like the ones they have had before. They have not been able to replace you. They have not been able to move forward without acknowledging the gravity of what you share. They have not been able to convince themselves to let go, because God has not released them from your spirit. Song of Solomon 8-7 says, many waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot wash it away. That is exactly what has been happening here. The love between you and this person has not faded. It has matured. It has deepened. It has become more intentional, more spiritual, more rooted in truth. The angels say the confusion they feel is not confusion about you. It is confusion about themselves. They ask themselves, do I deserve this kind of love? Am I ready for the kind of commitment this requires? What if I fail? What if I am not enough? They love you deeply, but they have been afraid that love requires them to grow. And growth has always felt uncomfortable for them. But now, God is giving them courage to face their emotions. Courage to communicate honestly. Courage to choose what they truly want. Courage to step forward instead of pulling away. They have spent so long avoiding vulnerability that the idea of opening their heart has felt like stepping into unfamiliar territory. But something is happening within them now. Something sacred. Something divinely timed. Something tender, yet powerful. They are realizing that love is not a weakness, it is a calling. Your connection is not simply emotional. It is spiritual. It is purpose-driven. It is destiny-forming. It is two souls being drawn together by divine orchestration, not by coincidence or mere attraction. And tomorrow marks the beginning of awareness for them, not a final action. Not a dramatic event, but a turning of the heart, a softening, a remembering, a return. They will begin to see you in a new light, or rather, they will finally see clearly what has been in front of them all along. God has been working on their heart quietly, gently, lovingly. He has been preparing them to give you the love you deserve. He has been showing them that love is not something to fear, but something to embrace. He has been reshaping their understanding of commitment, of emotional safety, of partnership. And now, they are beginning to recognize something very important. Loving you is not risky. Loving you is right. They will begin to remember how your presence brought peace into their life, how your voice softened their anxiety, how your kindness made them feel seen, how your patience made them feel safe, how your authenticity made them feel understood, how your spirit resonated with theirs even in silence. This connection is not accidental. God crossed your paths intentionally. And no matter how much distance, confusion, or silence has passed between you, the bond has remained unbroken. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." This is the season where divine purpose overrides human hesitation. The angels say something else. Very important. You did not lose this person. You were being prepared for this person. Even in the silence, you were growing. Even in the distance, you were healing. Even in the waiting, you were becoming ready. You began learning your worth. You began honoring your boundaries. You began strengthening your spirit. You began releasing your fears. You began trusting God more deeply. You did not wait in vain. Your waiting has transformed you, and because of that, the love you will receive now will match the strength, wisdom, and maturity you have developed. You will not be the only one loving deeply anymore. You will not be the only one giving genuinely. You will not be the only one ready to invest emotionally and spiritually. Now love will be mutual. Love will be balanced. Love will be equal. Love will be safe. The angels show that this person will approach you differently than before. Their voice will be steadier. Their energy will be calmer. Their presence will feel grounded. Their intentions will be clearer. Their actions will align with their words. Their love will feel certain, because they will have made peace with their heart. You do not need to chase. You do not need to hint. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to manipulate the outcome. God is handling the alignment. Everything is already unfolding. The angels say tomorrow is not just another day, that it is a turning point, a spiritual shift. Moment where something in the unseen becomes ready to reveal itself. In the seen, you have done your part. You have shown love. You have given grace. You have offered understanding. You have allowed space. Now, you must remain in peace. Your peace is your power. Your peace is your preparation. Your peace is your message to heaven that you are ready to receive instead of fight to earn. Pause here for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe in slowly. Feel that peace rising in your chest. That is your confirmation. Before I continue, type this in the comments as your declaration of faith and readiness. I am at peace with what God is doing in my life. Say it. Write it. Claim it. There is something deeply sacred about the peace you feel right now. Even if everything in your external world looks the same, your spirit knows that something has shifted. This is how divine timing feels: quiet, steady, and unmistakably profound. When God is aligning something for you, there is no rush, no anxiety, no pushing. There is simply a knowing, a calm, a readiness that settles in your soul. You are stepping into a season of divine alignment. Everything you have prayed for, cried for, hoped for, fasted for, it is not lost. None of your tears have been wasted. None of your prayers have been ignored. God heard you the first time, but He knew you needed to grow into the person who could receive what you asked for. Not everyone is prepared for the kind of love you are destined to experience. And not everyone is equipped to love at the depth you love. Your love is not casual. Your love is not shallow. Your love is not temporary. Your love is covenant love. Your love is spiritual love. Your love is kingdom-minded love. And God would never give you someone who is not ready to value that. So He has been preparing your person. 2. Even if you feel like they have been distant, even if communication has been inconsistent, even if the situation looks unclear from the outside, The angels say something very specific. Their spirit has you in focus. Their heart is waking up. Their soul is remembering. Their clarity is returning. And they are realizing that your connection has always been deeper than they allowed themselves to admit. This person has tried to explain away the pull they feel toward you. They have tried to rationalize it. They have tried to compare it to past relationships. They have tried to tell themselves that this is just a phase or strong attraction or temporary emotion. But something inside them keeps calling your name, even when their mind tries to run in another direction. This is what happens when God writes two names into the same chapter. The same purpose, the same destiny. Isaiah 14:27 says, "For the Lord of hosts is purposed, and who can annul it?" In other words, if God destined it, nothing and no one can stop it. Not fear, not distance, not misunderstanding, not silence, not time. Your connection has survived separation because your spirits never separated. There is something else the angels want you to understand about this person. They have been doing a lot of thinking lately. Not surface level thinking, deep reflection. This has been triggered by what they have felt emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. They are recognizing signs. They are noticing alignment. They are seeing themselves in you. They feel a pull that has become impossible to ignore. They have been comparing their past to what they experienced with you. And the difference is overwhelming. In their past, love was inconsistent, conditional, or emotionally draining. They were used to surface affection, temporary passion, and love that required them to hide parts of who they really are. But with you, there was ease. There was gentleness. There was spiritual resonance. There was familiarity, like your souls recognized each other, even before your minds understood it. Your love felt like home. And now they are realizing that what they shared with you is something they cannot find anywhere else. Your energy, your warmth, your understanding, your patience. These are qualities that cannot be imitated, replaced, or duplicated. You stand out because your love comes from a place of authenticity and divine purpose. You were not just another person in their life. You were a turning point, a catalyst, a mirror, a wake-up call. You triggered growth in them, even if they didn't know how to respond to it at the time. But growth is not comfortable. Growth demands honesty, reflection, and transformation. And this person was not ready then. They were still learning themselves. They were still healing from wounds that were never acknowledged. They were still fighting battles from their past. They were trying to protect themselves from feeling vulnerable. But love has a way of returning when the heart is ready. And now, their heart is opening. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but steadily, deeply, genuinely. They are starting to accept that the love they feel for you is real. Not imagined, not accidental, not replaceable, not temporary. This is the kind of love that is written by God. Jeremiah 31:3 says, "I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness." That same everlasting love is the love that draws two souls toward each other in perfect timing. You have reached a point where God is shifting the atmosphere around this connection. What once felt blocked is now being cleared. What once felt confusing is now being clarified. What once felt distant is now being pulled close. Even if you don't see it yet, the shift has already begun. This is why your soul feels calm. This is why your heart feels certain. This is why your spirit feels steady. Your intuition is not lying. Your heart is not imagining. Your spirit is not mistaken. The alignment is real. And tomorrow, something shifts further. Not everything will happen at once, but something will begin. Something you will feel, even if you cannot explain it to anyone else. A message, a thought, a dream, a sign, a pull, a sense of knowing. Your heart will recognize it, and it will feel like a door opening, quietly, Subtly, gracefully. Do not chase. Do not push. Do not doubt. Simply remain in peace. Peace is your confirmation. Peace is your posture. Peace is your preparation. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Your heart is being guarded by peace right now for a reason, because God is protecting what is being built. So I want you to breathe slowly, gently, deeply. And as you breathe, allow your spirit to soften, because what is coming does not require stress. What is coming does not require fear. What is coming does not require effort. It simply requires your readiness to receive. Before we continue into the next revelation, pause and type in the comments, "I am ready for what God has prepared for me." Type it with faith. Type it with expectation. Type it with openness. As we come to this moment, I want you to place your hand over your heart once more. Feel it. Feel the steady rhythm. Feel the peace that has settled into you during this message. That peace is not accidental. That peace is not imagined. That peace is the presence of God confirming to your spirit that what is coming is real, purposeful, and divinely aligned for your life. I want you to remember something as you step forward. From this message, you are not waiting for love. Love has already been preparing for you. Love has been maturing, aligning, healing, and transforming. Love is not ahead of you. It is not behind you. It is coming toward you right on time. Let your heart stay soft. Let your spirit stay open. Let your faith remain activated. What God has written, no one can erase. What God has destined, no one can block. What God has joined, no one can separate. You are not stepping into just another chapter. You are stepping into a divine season where God is showing you exactly why you had to wait, why you had to heal the way you did, and why your heart had to be prepared this carefully. Your story is not over. It is just beginning. Before you leave this message, take a moment to like this video so more souls who need this confirmation can also be guided. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Lord's Reminder and click the notification bell so you never miss when God has something to say to your spirit. You are not alone on this journey. We are growing together. We are healing together. We are becoming who God designed us to be, together. And before you go, type this in the comments so your spirit seals it, your mind remembers it, and heaven hears it. Blessed in a reality with belief. Say it with faith. Say it with expectation, because you are blessed and you are ready. Share this message with someone you love, someone who may need hope, direction, or a reminder that God has not forgotten them. Let this blessing multiply. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving. Come back for more messages like this. There is more that God is preparing to reveal to you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, may God keep you, guide you, and hold your heart gently in His hands. Amen.